had a slower start. Like, he was always like a good character. We knew what he was capable of, but he didn't really have those big results. But as the meta has grown, the nerfs have come, the patches have gone.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
a lot of the characters around him have been toned down.
Yeah.
So like Luigi, Diddy, Sheik, Rosalina, a lot of these characters have kind of been tweaked very slightly, and it's kind of led to the rise of this character that hasn't really been nerfed significantly, and that's Mario.
All right, so I'm interested. Double Mario or Mario Cloud? Let's find out.
Yes.
All right, they're going to go ahead and give Coney what he wants.
Go.
Double Mario.
So are we the button?
I would imagine so.
They're talking. Oh, anti-gesturing that something going on with his controller, so they're going to jump off. Totally makes sense. And I'm interested to see how this goes because there's a lot of discussion on the Corrin Mario matchup. We know that Esam has picked up Corrin for Mario. I don't know if he's still rocking with that. I know
did he? Because he lost to Dark Wizzy in bracket.
Yeah, I don't know if that's still a thing.
Yeah,
I know he has a problem with Mario.
That was back at Pound where he did bring out the Corrin, I believe.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's still rocking with it, but I know that matchup's a little bit contested. But I do know that Rosalina has a very favorable matchup against Mario for the most part. So if this devolves into two one-on-one situations, player skill notwithstanding, I could definitely see the matchup skewing a little bit in favor of the blue team here.
That's interesting that you say that because I've always regarded Rosalina and Mario in singles as more of an even match.
Really?
Yeah, I think Mario doesn't have too much trouble eliminating Luma when he gets in, and when he gets in, he can really rush her down, build up that percent. You know, but to each his own. Either way, man.
Yeah.
You're in for quite the treat here. We just
see a lot of mobility with Mario. That's one of my favorite things about this character is that he's so quick and he's so explosive with the damage that he does. He gets in, he does a ton of damage in the super acrobatic combos. It's awesome.
Absolutely. We've already seen what this team, Rayquaza and Ryuga, can do. Actually, in the last set, they were phenomenal, man. Like I said, that teamwork was on point. So for Ally and Anti, it's going to have to be a case of, you know, all right, teamwork on point or just two good players teaming together. Exactly. But given their doubles results in the past, not only with themselves but with other players, I have a feeling this is going to be quite the showdown.
I definitely think they know what they're doing. And one of the most interesting things that you can get when you have two teammates, like when you have two of the same character kind of teaming with each other, is that you kind of mix up players when they go back and forth because the habits that like Ally is displaying, you get those in your mind, and then you start fighting Anti, and it's completely different, and it can really catch you off guard.
Two phenomenal players, but completely different play styles.
I'm seeing a lot of grab combos and like setups. So right there, Ally grab releasing the Rayquaza into Anti's up smash. It didn't quite work out as intended, but you can see that the thought is there. These guys definitely know how to make these throw combos count.
Absolutely. All right, so nobody has let a stock go just yet.
Everybody at very high percent though.
Oh, good back air right there. Last minute by Ally. And it gets his job done. And you see right there, getting caught up with that grab. Anti was able to sneak in that up smash.
It's so
make it count.
It's so scary trying to grab somebody in a 2v1 situation just because most throws are long enough, you know, to get you punished in the meantime. Right now, a little bit of back and forth. Ally and Anti surrounding Ryuga, but he's able to fight out of the corner there. Good stuff.
Really good
spacing.
Yeah, a lot of good pressure situations here coming out from Ally, I must say.
Yeah, if Anti can hold on to that stock, it's going to be a huge boon for Red Team. Gets a little bit of percentage. And yeah, he was following him down, trying to get that cape on the Rosalina up B. Not quite.
Yeah, that was smart by Rayquaza, because I imagine he was anticipating that cape coming out, so he delayed it to the last second where he was able to make it back.
Very smart.
And that was good on his part, because, you know, if he had continued to float down there as Mario, he would not have been so lucky.
Yep.
Ooh, good pickup right there from Rayquaza. Able to finally get that stock off Anti.
Yeah, and it wasn't so late. It's not so late that it's like catastrophic. It still doesn't really spell well for blue team, but you can see Ally trying to get rid of Rosalina, completely whiffed it on that down smash, but nice try. And they've got them cornered. That's one of the worst positions to be in. They both got out of it pretty unscathed, but when you're, you know, you're surrounded by the opponent on both sides, it's so scary.
It's very, very problematic.
Ally going for a I don't want to call it cheesy, but Mario's down air up in the air, especially with Rage, can kill incredibly early.
Yeah,
it catches people off guard.
Yeah, that's one of the things I kind of learned not too long ago. Actually, it can be very frustrating, and I find it to be even more effective in an environment like doubles.
It can surprise people. Same thing as that corn counter, which actually we haven't seen once, come to think of it.
He's giving these guys a lot of respect. Notice that was certainly not the case in that set we saw against Saj and Zoltis.
That's interesting.
That counter has definitely been, you know, put away for the moment.
It's interesting too because like Mario is a character that hits a lot of buttons,
but he gets so much off grabs too. So I think that's one of the things that he is a little wary of, and I understand that.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's like covering his teammate, Ally able to come back for free. Gets up smashed by the Luma. Right now, Anti kind of the touchstone for his team. Has 2 stocks.
Ooh,
wow.
Let's go.
Rayquaza kind of laughing, shaking his head. He's like, yeah, you got me. That's it. Good stuff. Like, that's it.
And that's what Mario does.
So now Ryuga in this comeback situation.
Yeah, really they're quite the tall task here to take off 3 stocks from 2 of the best in the world. Stranger things have indeed happened.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. I'm not sure what he needs to pull off to be able to do this, but
well, I think a miracle would be helpful.
Yeah.
Just, you know, in this particular situation.
To start anyway. Like, you need the miracle and then you need something else. There's the counter,
and
but
yeah, you see that? That was really smart too. Oh wow, that was enough. I mean, that knockback is good, but was not expecting that to be enough to take the stock right there.
Well, Anti was the one that hit it, and I think he was at like 131. So there's a little bit of rage.
Oh, he was at
130.
Okay, yeah, that explains.
Yeah, so he's able to pop it off. When you're that high, and again, Mario's so explosive. He follows you places, and then he just blows up like that. There's so much damage. It can do so much knockback out of nowhere. It's just such a fun team to watch. I don't know what it is. Like, Double Mario, just it's entrancing. It's so good. I'm trying to think in terms of counter picks, though.
I honestly, it's weird. It's weird because I know, you know, something with like a low, you know, lower ceiling, something closer to the blast zones would be ideal in like a singles kind of environment, especially with Rosalina present. But against 2 Marios, man, just swinging those heads.
Exactly.
You got to think twice about it. So it looks like that's exactly what they've done as we've come up with Battlefield for game number 2.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought Ally used jump. He's still able to make it back, but that was very scary.
Yeah, it was, especially off the down air from Rayquaza, too. I was not sure he was going to make that back, but...
Almost got stuffed, but not quite. I don't know if I agree with the Battlefield pick, just because it is so small, and because Mario gets so much off the platform.
Yeah, I was going to say, those platforms are, you know, could be more harm than help for the blue team.
However, I do guess that Rosalina kind of gets a lot of mileage from sitting under a platform and kind of using her moves to poke at people above. So maybe that can work, but not quite sure. Maybe it's just a comfort pick.
Oh, okay, good up airs right there.
78?
And then I love that right there. That's just great team awareness. Rayquaza's like, oh, you're on the top platform. You know what's about to happen, and he certainly did charge that up smash. And both those stocks off the red team instantly gone.
The up throw into the up smash is something that they tried before. It didn't quite work out as well, but right there it was just the perfect situation. And again, we got to talk about synergy. I mean, these guys have practiced that. They knew exactly what to do in that situation. So smart. There's the back throw. So right now, Rayquaza off stage. He's going to recover just fine.
All right, got to get rid of Luma for the moment.
Good stuff. Right there, Rayquaza kind of distracting Ally, who came to the aid of his teammate. Ryuga going to punish him for it.
And they are really struggling right now to get these stocks off blue team. So perhaps this counter pick, you know, has definitely been paying off for them thus far.
Yeah. There's the jab into the up smash. He realizes if he hits his teammate, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, it's all about just getting that stock off for him at this point.
Side B, Ally trying to chase Ryuga down. It's not going to happen. They have Rayquaza cornered right there. And there it is again, the throw into the up smash.
That's one thing I've noticed, man. The fact that the platforms, you know, are just stationary. You know, it's allowing him to have better positioning and then get a lot of punishes right there. And good charge on that F smash, too. The fact that that thing has a hitbox makes it so much more difficult when you're trying to challenge it.
Definitely.
It's one of those things that really just makes Corn such a unique character. I personally, you know, I'm a big fan of Corn.
Yeah. So right now, the Mario is actually considerably behind here, and most of that is because of Rayquaza, who has been doing an excellent job of tanking these stocks. Only at 103% on this first stock. Good tech off the side there.
Yeah, but good coverage there by Ryuga, allowing him more of a clear path to get back to the stage and continue this onslaught that just has no signs of letting up.
Good tech, and Rayquaza just nowhere getting hit. There's the back throw. That's probably going to do it, especially with the rage. And there it is.
But cost him a stock right there because Ryuga saw an opening and he struck. So both Marios on their last stocks here. A lot of room. Not too much going.
Right now, Anti at 73%. He's super high, especially considering in terms of like the other team having 2 stocks each. I mean, that's, yeah, you're knocking on death's door. Right. You're so close there. I think it was a footstool?
I don't think he's hit one counter. Ooh, but he certainly has been hitting those up airs, and that is going to be probably enough to seal this game away, barring, as I said the last game, that blue team would need a miracle.
Yeah.
On Allies part here.
It's awesome to see, too, because you see them chasing the Marios up into the sky with the up airs, but, like, they're always following up on each other. It's never, like, there's never a wasted moment. Oh, my goodness.
Speaking of no wasted moments, just coming back on the right side of the stage, able to find that back air, and my, oh, my.
How is he not dying? What is this DI? Like, I couldn't believe he didn't die to the Corrin, and then he didn't die to the Rosalina. Like, this is crazy. What's it going to take?
I don't know, man. I mean, he's not willing to let it go just yet. And honestly, if these guys were both at one stock, I would say, you know, maybe. But the fact that Rayquaza, who's been playing out of his mind this game, still has another stock left. It's, you know, not the most likely of situations, to say the least.
The way he would need, like, there's the upper chasing him up there. The only way would be he's got to, like, somehow kill the Corrin and then, like, cape Rosalina. Like, it's got to be something like that. I don't know.
All right.
Didn't happen, though.
Now, one interesting thing, I'm curious if we'll see on Anti's end a switch to Cloud. He's played Cloud multiple times.
Yeah.
In past brackets for teams. Yeah, so it wouldn't be a surprise. Or Ally could actually play it. Both of these guys have solid Clouds. Like, they can go either way.
They both know what they're doing. I feel like that's what Anti. You see Anti waiting for the counter pick. That might be an option here. They looked very limited in that last game. Like there was less that they could do.
I wasn't a fan of how that went down. You know, that first game, I feel like on Smashville was more of them, okay, you know, outright just outplaying them.
Yeah.
But on Battlefield, you know, the whole dynamic changed because the team's aspect certainly favored Rayquaza and Ryuga.
Yeah.
In that one. You know, they were taking full advantage of those stationary platforms too, just connecting those, you know, those up airs, those up smashes off of grabs. A really good play right there. So it does kind of force you in a situation where you got to think twice about jumping right back into the Plumber boys.
Sure. You see Ally actually visibly thinking. He's got his finger. He's considering it, and it looked like he was just saying, "I'll stay Mario." And he's kind of nodding his head. You see a little bit of resignation, like, okay, yeah, I'll just do this. I'll just play better. But I don't know if that's the answer here. Final D? No? No way.
They're really mulling this over. And I would be surprised with 2 Marios to go live.
There's no way. And if we are, we might go Cloud, who isn't considerably better, but I don't know what they're thinking. But the fact that they're thinking this hard.
All right.
Okay, there we go. The fact that they were thinking that hard, it means that's pretty scary for them. I mean, players like Ryuga and Rayquaza, you know, no discredit to them, but coming up against 2 national superstars, 2 of the best players in the world like this, and having them this shook. That's
good, though.
Huge.
That's good because you put that kind of fear into them. All that's going to do is put confidence into yourself.
Yep.
And you can go in there with that kind of mindset. Some great things can happen. We'll see how it goes. Sticking with the double Mario. Off to a pretty strong start here.
I actually think this is an extremely smart counter pick by Ally and Anti. So normally I wouldn't think the 2 Marios would do amazing here. But on this stage, on the last stage, what you saw was a ton of up air chasing. Like they would just hit somebody in the air and then the Marios would go flying off the top super early. Here there are no platforms to extend those combos, which are usually pretty good for Mario, but not in this matchup, it seems.
Yeah, and that's one thing, and you know, again, that kind of alludes to what I was talking about, that team synergy we saw a lot, is how much they were getting off those stationary platforms. You know, you remove that from the equation, you know, the old adage, you know, FD, Fox only, no items.
Yep.
In this case, well, the FD will
Mario
serve it. Yeah, exactly. will serve its purpose. They're off to a very strong start here.
Good disruption by Rayquaza, stopping the back throw there. Ally just hitting a lot of buttons. It's working, though.
Yeah, that it is.
There's the up air. Good follow-up by Rayquaza.
All right.
Anti-dead at 138. Ooh. I like that. Didn't work out, but
yeah,
it's cool.
I mean, the claw or the up air were threatening right there. It's unfortunate that neither one of them was able to connect, but you know, the idea, the thought process is always just there with this blue team, and I'm really enjoying that.
Yep.
Ooh, but I'm sure they're not enjoying that. The forward smash to seal the deal right there.
Yep. Now Ally at 131%. He's probably going to die to this. And an anti-dying off the top at 69%. Blue team has come ahead here. Wow.
And that is crazy, man. I mean, you look at how the match started off. You know, the first 30 seconds was Mario, 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 but now, you know, they find themselves behind.
They have to get rid of Ryuga fast. You saw Ally charging up that up smash. Ooh. And there it is, Anti letting it rip.
Yes, sir. Oh,
they're bringing this back.
Yeah, that was the most threatening thing, was Ryuga sitting there with 3 stocks, or excuse me, 2 stocks at that 5%. So dangerous. I really just noticed, you know, Ally in position, but didn't get anything off of that back throw at all.
Oh my God, the cape! Rayquaza said, "Oh my God!"
They are just going back and forth with these big hits, just swinging that pendulum of momentum.
That was unreal. Ryuga getting caped off the side. Rayquaza tried to save him with the up air, but he was covered by the Mario Fair. That was unreal.
That was just amazing positioning, especially off stage at that.
He had to gather all those positions at the same time. He's like, all right, he's going to go here, then he's going to go here. At this time, like, that was unreal.
Yeah, really just sensational teamwork from both these teams right here.
There's the up smash, not quite there. Goes for the nair into the grab. It's not going to happen. But this is actually getting very even.
That it is.
Between these two teams. This is a best of 3.
See such high-level play at this point, thinking it is only best of 3. That's crazy, man. Like, these are one of those sets where I do wish we could see more best of 5s in doubles. But you know, it is what it is. You got to make it work here. These guys jockeying for position on stage. Not going to get that follow-up with the up air.
Yeah, and that could come back to haunt them. I feel like he could have done a lot of damage there. Maybe even killed if he got the right follow-up. Maybe an up B at the top. But it just looks like Red Team is kind of dropping their opportunities. Ooh, and there's the chord side B.
Just held on to that stage, that ledge a little too long. All up to Anti here. No strangers to make it 2v1 comebacks.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about like what somebody had to do or some kind of miracle. No, this is not out of possibility in any sense.
Especially with both of them being at those high percents. Now, one thing Anti has to respect, though, that counter of Ryuga, I feel like in a situation where he's just dying to get that kill, he could be a little too overzealous. We'll see.
Oh my goodness. He gets rid of Rayquaza with the back throw. This is a one-on-one situation.
It all comes down to this. All right, good DI keeping himself alive here.
Goes for the back air, not quite enough. There's the kick. Goes for the reverse up smash. It's not going to be enough. 5% difference as these guys are fighting it out on Final Destination.
Oh, and there it is! I told you, the difference maker. He got too overzealous, and the counter at the very last minute, so crucial right there, and defines that set as Ryuga and Rayquaza advance 2-1 over Ally and Anti. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That was an incredible call. You knew it an hour ago. You knew exactly what was going to happen. And as you said, that's more likely in a 2v1 situation, but it's actually the most likely after you already killed the partner and the dude's fiending like, I need to get out of this. I need to close out this set.
And it's interesting. The thing that was to Anti's advantage was also to his disadvantage. That last 5-second sequence, he was rushing Rayquaza down.
Yes.
He was hunting for that kill. He knew he was scared. Rayquaza just picked a hell of a moment to let that counter rip, and it paid off big time.
And if he didn't, if Ryuga picked the wrong time, if he was off by a split second, it would have been done.
I agree.
He could have charged the up smash more. He could have just done a pivot grab and back thrown, and with the rage, it probably would have killed. Yeah. There were so many options available. He just got the one perfect moment.
Honestly, what he's probably thinking is, you know, in that situation, instead of throwing out the attack, he could have just, because Rayquaza was coming down, Ryuga was coming down, he could have just shielded, right? Think about that. He just shields the counters out there. You got all day to pick out how you want to end that. But, you know, it doesn't always work out like that. You know what I mean? So,
especially with so much on the line with the high emotions and the fact that, you know, you're coming back in this 2v1 situation. He was coming back so hard against these almost